welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be making chocolate chip Nutella stuffed cookies sandwiches. Now these are so quick and easy to make and they're absolutely delicious. You only need 5 ingredients and they're actually one of my most popular recipes on social media. So I'm really excited to make them with you guys today, so let's begin. These are all the ingredients you need. So you need salted butter, softened. If you don't have salted butter, you can use unsalted butter and add a little pinch of salt to the mix as well. Plain flour, granulated sugar, Nutella or any spread of your choice, and chocolate chips. Let's grab our bowl. We have our nice large mixing bowl here and I've softened our butter. I actually did it in the microwave because I was being impatient and I forgot to take it out of the fridge, but I would recommend that you soften it at room temperature because this is slightly too soft, but it's fine, it's still gonna work. So pop that in your bowl and then add in your plain flour. Over your thumb, and your granulated sugar. Grab a spoon and you're just going to mix these together until they're nice and combined. Then I'm going to go in with my hands. So if you guys are new to baking, I am literally just making a simple shortbread recipe here. Shortbread is really versatile, so you could use this recipe to make the base of any shortbread recipe. You could even increase the measurements or decrease the measurements to make as much as you like as well. I'm gonna go in with my hands and I'm just gonna squeeze it all together to make sure there's no large lumps of butter left, and it should squish together like this in your hands to form a little ball. Okay, now that's all fully combined, I'm just gonna grab our chocolate chips and pop those in. Oh, can't miss any. Oh, by the way, all the measurements will be down in the description below. So then just mix these through with your hands until they're evenly distributed. Okay, that looks great. So now I'm just gonna squeeze our dough into a little ball just to make sure it's nice and sticky and it all sticks together. Okay, there we go. So you don't need to refrigerate this. We're gonna go straight on to rolling it into our little cookies. You're gonna need a large non-stick cookie sheet or something similar that's gonna fit the most cookies on as possible. So this dough should make about 24 mini cookies. So you're gonna pick up a bit of dough, and if you wanna weigh it, it should be about 15 grams. So you're just gonna squeeze it into a ball, give it a little roll, and then place it on your cookie sheet and you're just gonna press it into a disc shape. It should be nice and thin, so press down the middle and then you can always neaten up the edges afterwards. Now, because this is shortbread, it's not gonna change shape very much. They're gonna spread slightly, but not like regular cookies would do. Perfect, and then you're just gonna repeat the exact same thing with the rest of the dough until you have about 24 cookies. If yours are slightly bigger or slightly smaller, then obviously you're gonna get more or less, but just try and make them about, what sort of size would you say this is? 1.5 inches, 2 inches? I'm actually gonna get a measuring tape. Bernie calls it a tape rule, which I find really weird. Bernie's actually very good at determining how big things are because he did architecture. So, tape measure, let's see what's down here. Nope. 2 inches by about 1/4 inch. So that's how big your cookies should be roughly. I'm gonna go put this away. Okay, so this is our first batch of cookies. I'm gonna bake these in the oven at 150 degrees if you have a fan oven, 170 degrees if you don't have a fan oven, for about 10 minutes. So you want them to be light brown and like maybe slightly darker on the edges, but you don't want them to be golden brown. They almost wanna look undercooked because if you overbake them, they're gonna be really hard and crunchy and they're not gonna make very good Nutella cookie sandwiches. So I'm gonna bake this batch and then we're gonna bake the rest of them. I'm gonna let them cool down and then we'll be back. Whilst our cookies are cooking, I'm gonna transfer some Nutella into a piping bag. So just put that over a glass. And then grab the Nutella. Oh my gosh, mine is like melted. It's because it's so hot in here. And then you're just gonna scoop it in to your piping bag. So you can put in as much as you like because if you don't use it all, then you can just squeeze it back into the jar. I find that's always the easiest way to do it. Okay, so just pull that up, squeeze it all down to the bottom. That little twist. And then when we're ready, I'll cut off the ends, but not just yet because this is a little bit too runny. If your Nutella is super runny, like melted, then it might be worth just popping it in the fridge for a little bit just to help firm it up, because we're gonna pipe it onto our cookies and you don't want it to just like squelch over the edges. So I'm gonna do that and then we'll be back. Okay, so our cookies are fully cooked and fully cooled. So this is exactly what they should look like when they come out the oven. This is the color you're looking for. I also have this batch of cookies, which adds up to our 24. So I'm gonna pipe our Nutella onto half of these cookies. So let's go for this one. Also, you wanna try and find ones that are kind of matching. So a similar size, because some are slightly bigger, some are slightly smaller. That's just how they cook. So like these kind of match, or these kind of match. And then probably these two are a good match. So this is cooled down a little bit now as well. Let's snip off about that much. Whenever you're snipping a piping bag, if you start small, you can always chop off more, but you can't go back, if that makes sense. And then let's just pipe our Nutella. Oh yeah. Let's go about that much. Because then when we push this on, then you're just gonna squeeze that out. Oh my gosh, maybe don't press from the middle like I just did. Push it out a little bit. And then you have your little cookie sandwich. You don't wanna go too thick with the Nutella, but obviously like you want a good amount. So yeah, that's about perfect. So I'm gonna leave that there and we'll do the rest of them. That is our cookies done. So we have 12 in total. I feel like I should count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we have 12 in total. So I'm gonna do a taste test. Which one should I pick? I feel like I wanna go for this one. It looks the biggest. The shortbread is just so buttery and soft, and it just like melts in your mouth. And then the Nutella in the middle is just so chocolatey. And the chocolate chips are also so chocolatey. Oh, it's just delicious. Okay, have I got chocolate in my teeth? No, am I good? Okay guys, that is the end of today's video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe and let me know in the comments section which recipe you'd like me to make next. See you in the next one. Bye.